What's up, guys? It's AJ from Sexy in the City on Soy 6 in Pattaya, Thailand. Your source for newbie tips, tricks, and advice for Pattaya, Thailand, and honestly, trips to Thailand in general. This week, I'm going to talk about hospitals in Pattaya, along with medical insurance. Recently, an article came out, which so far, it's not necessarily fake news, but it's nowhere near to completion, where it says that you must have medical insurance to come to Thailand. That's not in effect yet. Could it eventually happen? Maybe. But here's the real deal. If you don't have health insurance and you're coming here on holiday, not a good idea. Especially if you're coming here and riding motorbikes, driving around, stumbling around shit-faced at all hours of the night into walls. You get the feeling. Going scuba diving, etc. In my opinion, any educated traveler purchases health insurance and makes sure that they understand the terms and conditions before they come here. Most health insurance packages do not cover motorbikes in Thailand. I've talked about motorbikes before in another video, and my basic advice was that motorbike taxis are genuinely safe, as gentlemen do it for a living, whereas driving a motorbike yourself, even if you're an experienced rider in your own country, carries a lot of risk due to the level of traffic here and the level of drivers that pretty much drive however the fuck they want to drive. You need to make sure that when you check your insurance, it covers pretty much exactly what you need. Now, most of you guys know that already. Let's say you get into trouble here. Where should you go? So first of all, Pattaya and Thailand in general has private and public hospitals. The public hospitals, also called government hospitals, there's three major ones. The one that's within proximity for almost everybody is located on Soy Buakaw, the Pattaya Memorial Hospital, and is pretty easy and essentially reached. The other two government hospitals, such as Queen Sriracha, are located further out. Private hospitals, such as Bangkok Memorial, Pattaya on Soy 4, and a whole host of other ones are all over the city. Now, the private ones are going to be a lot more pricey, and you really need insurance there, or you're going to be paying through the roof. Man, can't get rid of that cough today. So anyways, let's say option number one, you need to go and just get something real brief filled out or checked. You have a minor stub toe, you're bit by a dog, minor illness. I suggest to go to a government hospital. It's going to be a lot cheaper, a lot easier, and you'll be in and out. Major surgeries, major work done, things like that. In many cases, the government hospitals can't provide the level of service that the major hospitals will. But sometimes they can, especially for continuing issues that you need to check in on. If price is an absolute concern, you need to check government hospitals first. If luxury is a concern, you need to check the private hospitals. Now, by luxury, what I mean is very simple. In a government hospital, you're going to be in a giant room, laying on a cot with no aircon, plenty of fans, no Wi-Fi, no televisions, only Thai food, with about 50, 60 other people. You might have somebody next to you who had a very minor motorbike accident and broke a finger bone. On your other side, you might have somebody dying of cancer. They might have a private curtain, but that's it. That's not for everybody. No ice cream, no special snacks or foreign meals. Whereas at the private hospitals, you pay for a private room, beautiful foreign food, TV, Wi-Fi, cold aircon, hot water, nurse on duty at all times at your women's expense, you name it. But here's the real deal. Most of the doctors that work at the private hospitals also work at the public hospitals, and they bounce between them. So the level of actual medical care is very similar. Now, if you need a brain surgery or a heart transplant, you're probably going to have to go to one of the private hospitals. But otherwise, my general advice for people is if it's minor stuff that you need done, go to the public hospital. Finally, and worth mentioning, is there's clinics all throughout town that are very cheap and very affordable to go ahead and take care of you for very minor issues. Colds, you had too much to drink before the night, and you want a shots of testosterone, etc. Hopefully this gives you guys a brief guide on hospitals. Get your medical insurance. Don't travel without it. Y'all have a good day.